When you start studying the Japanese language, you will realize that a lot of the words, especially casual Japanese words and phrases, are abbreviated and shortened. A lot of these Japanese abbreviated words are derived from foreign languages, especially English. And today, I want to show you 20 of the most commonly used and interesting abbreviated Japanese words that you should check out. The first Japanese abbreviated word for you is supermarket, which is super. Make sure to elongate the su and the pa, because otherwise, if you say super, it is actually spa. The second Japanese abbreviated word for you is department store. Department store in Japanese is depato. A bonus Japanese abbreviated word for you is depachika. The depa of depachika is depato, which is department store, and chika is underground. In Japan, there are a lot of department stores where the underground section, so B1 or B2, have a lot of food sections, so those are called depachika. The third Japanese abbreviated word for you is apato, which is apartment. Fun fact, in Japan, most apartments, flats, or units are called apato or mansion. Mansion is derived from the word mansion in English, and although mansion in English means a townhouse or somewhat of a luxurious house, in Japanese it means condominium or mid to high-end apartments. Apato is used to describe apartments that are in buildings with 2 or less floors and usually made of wood, whereas mansion is used to describe apartments in buildings with 3 or more floors and usually made of steel and concrete. The next Japanese abbreviated word for you is convenience store, which is konbini. There are many different convenience store chains in Japan, and the most famous ones are Family Mart and 7-Eleven. A lot of people abbreviate Family Mart and call it Famima. And for 7-Eleven, people just abbreviate it and call it Sebun. For Family Mart, they have their own fried chicken, which they call Fami Chicken, Family Mart chicken. For 7-Eleven, they take out the 7, which is nana in Japanese, and put chicken, which is chiki, so it's nana chiki. If you want to check out why fried chicken is so popular in convenience stores in Japan, or just to find out more about convenience store, definitely check out the blog that I'm going to link in the description box down below. Okay, let's move on to greetings. If you're in Japan in the beginning of the year, you'll hear a lot of Japanese people say "Agemashite omedetou gozaimasu," which means Happy New Year. This is a very polite way of saying Happy New Year, and you can also say "ageome," which is more casual and friends use it with each other in the beginning of the year. So "Akemashite omedetou gozaimasu" is shortened to "akeome." Another common Japanese phrase that you'll hear at the beginning of the year is "Kotoshi mo yoroshiku onegai shimasu," which means this year please continue to take care of me, let's take care of each other. And this can also be abbreviated to koto yoro, which is very casual and used very commonly among friends. So kotoshi mo yoroshiku onegai shimasu is shortened to koto yoro. But ohayo gozaimasu, which means good morning, can be shortened to os. Os is usually used among friends very casually. You can also abbreviate thank you and other common Japanese greetings. We covered those in our Japanese slang video, so make sure to check them out over here. Okay, let's look at some items that you'll find in your daily lives. The 10th Japanese abbreviated word for you is rimokon. Rimokon is short for remote controller, which is remote controller. And then to go with that, there is terebi, which is short for television, which is television. If you're interested in finding out more about the Japanese language or Japan in general, make sure to subscribe and press the bell notification. And then there is pasokon, which is personal computer, which is a laptop. Another Japanese abbreviated word for you is sumaho, which is smartphone, and that is smartphone. And then there's email address, which is meado. It's short for meru adoresu. These Japanese abbreviated words are pretty convenient. You can remember them easily and you can type them on your phone or your computer pretty quickly. Okay, the 15th Japanese abbreviated word for you is Instagram. Instagram is Instagram, and the short version is Insta. And then there's present, which is presentation. And then there's appointment, which is appo, and is short for appointamento. We have more commonly used Japanese abbreviated words for you, so if you're interested, definitely check out the description box down below. We asked you guys what Japanese English words you like, and we got some really great examples on Instagram, so check them out over here. There is Starbucks, which is Starbucks. Although some people still say Starbucks, it's very common for people to just say Starbucks. There is McDonald's, which in Japanese is McDonaldo, and the abbreviated version is Maku. Some people around the Osaka area call it Makudo. Okay, the 20th Japanese abbreviated word for you is Pokemon. Some of you might know this already. Pokemon is short for Pocket Monster, which is pocket monster. Let us know in the comment section down below which ones of these Japanese abbreviated words your favorite, and if you have any suggestions for us, leave them down there as well. Thank you so much for watching. Next week we're going to talk about Japanese onomatopoeia, so make sure to subscribe and press the bell notification. See you next week.